Once upon a time, in a remote farming village nestled amidst rolling hills and thick forests, there lived a farmer named Samuel. Samuel was well liked in the village for his kindness and for always lending a helping hand to his neighbors. He was also known for his lush fields of corn, which thrived year after year, making the village self-sufficient in food. One summer, the village was struck by a severe drought. The fields withered, and the crops began to die. The once green fields turned to a dismal brown, and the villagers grew worried about the approaching winter. They gathered in the village square one evening, hoping to find a solution to their impending food shortage. As the villagers discussed their concerns, Samuel stepped forward. He proposed a plan, inspired by an old story his grandmother had told him. He suggested building a midnight scarecrow. According to the legend, such a scarecrow was believed to possess the power to summon rain, provided certain conditions were met. The villagers agreed to give it a try, for they had no other options left. They spent the day gathering materials: an old, tattered coat, a battered hat, 2 hollow gourds for eyes, and a crooked wooden stick for a body. Samuel worked meticulously, stitching the coat together and crafting the scarecrow, making it seem as lifelike as possible. As the sun began to set, the villagers gathered around the completed scarecrow. Samuel stood before it, and by the light of the setting sun, he told the villagers the legend of the midnight scarecrow. According to the tale, the scarecrow would come to life and dance in the moonlight, and when the dance was over, rain would fall, rejuvenating the parched earth. The villagers watched with skepticism as the night grew darker, and the full moon bathed the scarecrow in a silvery glow. They chuckled and murmured among themselves, not truly believing the legend. As midnight approached, Samuel began to sing an old, haunting melody, handed down through generations. To the villagers' amazement, as the last note left Samuel's lips, the scarecrow began to move. It stepped down from its wooden frame and started to dance gracefully in the moonlight. The villagers watched in awe, their doubts giving way to hope. They felt a sense of magic in the air. The scarecrow's dance was a mesmerizing sight. It twirled and swayed, arms outstretched, as if summoning the rain itself. And then, as if on cue, the clouds gathered, and a gentle rain began to fall. The villagers rejoiced, realizing that the midnight scarecrow was indeed a symbol of hope and a bringer of life. From that night on, the villagers celebrated the midnight scarecrow. They placed it in their fields, believing in its power to bring rain when needed most. The legend spread throughout the region, drawing visitors from far and wide who came to witness the miraculous dance of the midnight scarecrow. Samuel's farm prospered once more, and the village never again faced such a severe drought. But Samuel remained humble, always reminding the villagers that it wasn't just the scarecrow's dance that brought the rain, but the unity and hope of the community.